Hello, my loves. Welcome to another video. I hope you guys are doing well. I hope that you guys have been enjoying your lives, doing whatever it is that you guys do. I wanted to do a quick little video just to show a couple goodies that I have acquired and just do an update. This is kind of be a blend of both. If that sounds good to you, grab your drinks. I am using my Halloween Stanley from last year. Grab something to drink, grab a snack, get cozy, and let's get into today's video. Let me have some water. My throat is a little bit raspy this morning because I just recorded a bunch of Summerween video readings. I still do tarot readings, you guys. I still do tarot readings. I don't advertise them nearly as much as I used to, but for the month of June, July, and August, so throughout the whole summer, I am offering discounted Summerween themed tarot video readings. So if you want to book one, you can go to my Instagram account. You have to check the little highlights for my tarot, and then you'll see the little ad for how much I charge per question. There's 1 question, 2, and 3 question video readings. They are not one-on-one sessions, they are video readings. So everything is pre-recorded and you will receive a private video link so you can watch your tarot reading at your own convenience. I set up the space to be Halloweeny and of course using my Halloween tarot decks. So if that sounds like something you want to book for yourself, you have the whole month of summer, you have the whole season of summer to book your reading, and yeah, they're a lot of fun. Updates. The month of May, you guys, I don't even remember. I don't think I talked about May in my last video. The month of May was really rough for me. In a nutshell, it was kind of like every financial thing that could happen to be disastrous happened. I had issues with my prescription. I had issues with doctor visits and trying to get the doctor to answer my question and call me back, and people not calling me back. I had I had one of those fraud things happen on my card, so I had to get a whole new card. I had a bill. I was billed twice for one of my bills, so I had to call them, and I had to literally call them 2 or 3 times, mind you, and get that resolved. And then it was just kind of like the month of having to call support. I had to call support. I had to call customer support, technical support. The Wi-Fi wasn't working. We had to get a whole new Wi-Fi. It was like one thing after another. It was just a really crazy month. Thankfully, June has been a little bit more of a breath of fresh air. It's been easier. I think the only thing that happened with June was because I was so stressed out from May and all of the things that I was going through, I literally gave myself a UTI. Like, I know that's like TMI, but I gave myself a UTI. Like, I had a stress-induced UTI. For anyone else, like, who's had one, you know, they're so uncomfortable, they're painful, they are just awful, you know, and getting a doctor visit up here is almost impossible. It's like they're months out. It's ridiculous. So what I should have done and what I will do in the future, hopefully I'll never have this happen again, but if I have it happen, future Rachel, just go to urgent care. Just go to urgent care. What I ended up doing was I did a telehealth call and, you know, talked to the telehealth doctor. They prescribed me the UTI meds and I took the antibiotic. Well, that antibiotic didn't work because I was inflamed even more. And they gave me a second antibiotic, and that second antibiotic gave me a whole other infection down there. So there was just this disastrous like antibiotic situation. I don't know if the antibiotic didn't work as much because of my being on semaglutide. I read that semaglutide, because it delays your digestion and like all of that, it could also delay the effects of antibiotic. So I literally was in urgent care, had to go to urgent care because this situation wasn't clearing up. And finally saw the doctor. She gave me what I needed. They did other tests and all that just to make sure I was all clear. And so I got the proper medicine. I'm almost done with the medicine. Got the proper medicine and all of that. And I feel like a whole new woman. So that was like the whole month of June so far for me. My body is super sensitive. Like, I'm a very sensitive person in general. I'm a little Pisces, right? And so I feel everything, but I also physically get the physical sensations due to stress. And so if I'm really, really stressed out, I will have a physical reaction. And unfortunately, that was in the cards for me. So, but I am also happy to say I am pretty much in the clear now, and thank God. So there's that. So my weight loss journey, I've also been in a stall for the last couple weeks. I've been in my weight loss stall for, I want to say it's like been at least 2 weeks, because I know I lost a little bit of weight like 2 weeks ago before all of this UTI stuff happened. But the positive part about this, and this is how I have to look at this as a positive, is I'm not gaining weight. I've been maintaining. Like, the scale is moving maybe 1 or 2 ounces up or down, but the number has been the same. So I've been maintaining the weight. I haven't gained, but I also haven't lost. And then of course, after all of the shenanigans that I just talked about, my period is due any day now. And I'm kind of making a joke about it because I'm thinking, okay, is my period going to show up on the full moon, or is she going to show up on Friday the 13th? So we'll see what happens, but she's due in a few days, any day now. But usually, like, when I'm around my period week or on period week, I do tend to retain more water, or I don't gain. Sometimes I do gain, sometimes I stay the same weight. So it just depends, but that's where I've been. Also, due to probably stress and also PMS, this week I've noticed the cravings have been strong for me, and specific cravings too. I specifically have been craving soft pretzels. From the mall, Wetzel's pretzels. So my husband and I did like 2 mall trips last week. God, it feels like it's a long time ago, but it was just last week. We did 2 mall trips because I had to have a pretzel. And yeah, the pretzel was delicious. I let myself eat it and I let myself enjoy it. But it was like every day I wanted a pretzel. So I had to finally like tell myself no. Yesterday I had the craving for cake, like specifically birthday cake, like funfetti birthday cake. That's like I always crave that really strongly, like when I'm days away from my period starting. So I know it's gonna happen. That's just what my PMS is doing. But definitely have the food cravings, which doesn't make the whole weight loss journey any easier. So I'm trying to give myself grace. You know, I'm trying to let myself eat what I want to eat. I try to do it in moderation. But yeah, the cravings have been strong for the last week or so. Not mad at myself for being in a stall. It is what it is. That's just part of the game. It is a little frustrating, but I'd rather stay the same weight than gain. So I guess I'm okay, right? Anyways, life has been good. Hubs is doing well. We're doing well. Trying to just stay sane and peaceful in the midst of the chaos of the world. The world has just felt really heavy, understandably so. So it's just kind of been one of those things where like, I'm just trying to do my daily routine and keep life normal as much as I can. Do the readings, like that's been bringing me happiness and all of that. Just trying to find joy and happiness in little things. Like that's what keeps me going. So any advice to my lovers out there that are watching, if you're going through it, if times have been tough, just try to do stuff that makes you happy. Try to do things that bring you peace. Surround yourself with people that make you feel good. Don't surround yourself with people that trigger you. You know what I mean? You preserve your peace. That's all I gotta say. Let's go ahead and get into the haul. When I was, and I have them here in my cute little crimes division bag. When I was having my Wetzel pretzel cravings, we were at the mall and I saw a couple of those like little kiosks where people sell things, and there was this man there that was selling the Labubus. Now I've heard of the Labubu. I was never fully invested in the Labubu thing, but I did stop to have a look at his cart because I wanted to see what the whole craze was, right? So I'm looking at the boxes and stuff, and he comes over to me and he's like, just to let you know, like, these are not authentic Labubus, like these are the Lafufus or the fake ones. He goes, oh, but I do have some authentic ones if you want one. And so I'm like, oh, okay, thank you for letting me know. And I also thought it was kind of cool that he had the sign out there. He had a sign, but that he was also letting his customers know that, hey, you're buying this, but it's not authentic, because some people don't do that. So I ended up buying a Labubu because I wanted to see what the whole craze was, and I was curious, and I just low-key think they're cute. So I did buy one. This one is the sea salt coconut color, which is it's like a blue color. And I think he's cute. He's really cute. Blue is not my favorite color. It's actually like one of my least favorite colors. So I thought that was kind of funny that when I got the Labubu, it had to be the blue one. But he's kind of like a gray blue. So he's the one I got. I think he's cute and I was satisfied. But then of course there comes this like desire for more. And I think that that is just part of the whole thing with these things. I don't know. So the guy had on his cart other boxes, like other ones. I'm not really familiar with what each thing is. I'm just going based off of what I'm seeing in front of me. But he had boxes of Labubus with Cokes, Coca-Cola. I guess it was a collab that they did last year around Christmas time. So your girl got a Labubu with a Coca-Cola because I really, really, really wanted one. And the reason why I did that, is if you guys watch my videos and you know, especially with my weight loss journey, you know my kryptonite is Coca-Cola. I love soda. I love Coca-Cola soda. Seeing the Labubu with a Coke, I needed one because I was like, that's me. If I was a Labubu, that would be me. So I got one of the boxes and I got the one holding the little Coca-Cola bottle. Now, these Labubus had Christmas hat, like this one particular, okay? Because it was their Christmas, you know, this came out during Christmas time. This one had a Christmas hat. He had like a little Santa hat. I cut that shit off because I don't like Christmas. I mean, I don't mind Christmas, but it's not my favorite. He had a little Santa hat and it was like right here. I plucked the threads out of that and I took it off. So I think he looks really cute as just a cute little white Labubu with his Coca-Cola bottle. And I love that the little tag has the Coca-Cola sign on it. I don't know. Yeah, there you go. So love that. I've been having this one on my purse when I go out and about. My little Labubu with his Coke, because everybody knows I love Coke. That's my favorite soda. It is the one thing that was so hard. Like cutting out candy was easier than cutting out soda for me. And I still struggle. Like I've still given myself regular Cokes throughout the week because I'm sorry, like sometimes you just have to have a Coke. So you would think that would be the last Labubu, right? No. I ended up buying one more box, not on this same visit. This was a separate visit. So there was another day that Hubs and I went to the mall so that I could get a soft pretzel. And of course I told him, I'm gonna buy another Labubu. And he was like, why? And I'm like, cause I just wanna see if I could get a different color other than the blue one. Like it was like, of all the colors, I would have been happy with the green. I probably would have been okay with the pink, but the blue was just not my, I don't like blue. So I bought another box and I got the gray Labubu. And so this one is, what is this one? The sesame bean, I think that's what it is. Sesame bean. I got the gray Sesame Bean Labubu, and I was very happy with him because he's more of like a darker, not darker, I guess like a spookier Labubu. Like if I'm gonna have one on my purse, he's gonna look better than blue. And then the white one is okay, but white is gonna get dirty, and I really like, I kind of just want to hang him up in my car, even though I've seen videos of like people's cars getting broken into, so maybe I won't do that. But he's so cute. I don't want anything to happen to my Coca-Cola Labubu. So anyways, what I ended up doing was I bought a bracelet. I bought this Halloween charm bracelet from Cracker Barrel last year. I don't really wear bracelets. I'm not a bracelet kind of person because I don't like stuff on my wrists. I don't even wear watches. I don't know. I'm one of those people, I just don't like the feeling of something on my wrists. So I never used this bracelet. I never wore it. But I saw other people's little spooky Labubus, and they'll buy like little charms and little things to put on it. And I was like, I have a Halloween bracelet. Let's see if it fits. So I just buckled it across and it fits perfect. So he's got his own little Halloween charms, and I just think he's so cute because he is gonna go with me Halloween hunting when we go Halloween hunting in the vintage stores. I cannot wait. I'm like literally waiting for the antique stores to have their vendors put in Halloween so I can go shopping. But we're gonna do it in style. So I just think he's so cute. And I have to come up with a name. I feel like I need to name him, you know? So I'm thinking of a name, but I haven't thought of one yet. Anyways, that's the Labubu thing. So those are my children. These are my children. And I saw yesterday, because you know, like when you're searching for the shit, like the ads and everything starts to pop up everywhere on Instagram. So I was on Instagram, and on the feed, this Labubu with a pumpkin costume came up, and I was just like, and I told myself, no, like no more. Unless I find it used somewhere on Mercari for a good price, maybe, but no, I have to like tell myself no more. So anyways, I gotta save my money. I gotta save my money that I make from my readings so I could go vintage Halloween hunting. And speaking of vintage Halloween hunting, that leads me to my next thing to show you guys. I was Halloween hunting on Mercari. Was this one? No, this one actually was eBay. So, okay, rewind. I follow a couple vintage Halloween accounts on Instagram, and one of them posted a blow mold, a ghost blow mold, and I got so close to claiming it. And then someone else beat me to it. I was obsessed, and I was searching Mercari and eBay for this blow mold because I didn't even know this thing existed until I saw that post. Someone on eBay had him. This is, and I don't know if I already showed this in another video. Sorry, you guys. This is the Byron ghost that I have in, literally, I probably have like 4 of them. Candles, like candle holder, or they're lights, right? But they're ceramic. This is a blow mold. It's plastic. And he has a little light bulb that goes in the back. And this one has a real short cord because he's so vintage. These tiny little cords. And he lights up. So anyways, found the blow mold. Pumpkin, still in good condition. He's not super, you know, the color is still there. His eyes are open. Some of them had black. So I love that his eyes are actually open because when he's lit up, the light comes out of the eyes too. But he's my favorite ghost mold. Like I'm telling you, I have 4 of these guys. So I really love the way this looks. To me, this is like classic Halloween ghost. He's Belco Lights Corporation from 1979, you guys. I don't know if you're gonna be able to see that. 1979. He's older than me. So I love it. And I have him in my bedroom. I put him on my bedside, my nightstand, and I light him up and he glows. It's part of my mood lighting routine at night. He's just one of my favorites. So super excited to have him. And my last vintage Halloween purchase, my most recent purchase. If you follow my Instagram, then you already know what I'm going to show you. But I got my very first pumpkin paper mache lantern. The fact that they lit these up scares me because I feel like this would just ignite in flames if he was lit up. But I guess that's what they did. I don't know. This guy dates back to the 1940s, I believe. The guy that I bought him from obtained this guy from an estate sale in New York. So he told me he doesn't know the exact date of it, but usually these guys date back in the 1940s, sometimes even earlier 1920s or 30s, but he thinks this was from the 1940s because of the choir face. That's what they call them. So this belonged to somebody, and then obviously when they passed, they had an estate sale, and he took it from the estate sale, and then now I have it. So that's why I love antiques, because they come with a story and I just love it. But I have always wanted a paper mache pumpkin lantern. They are not cheap, especially if you get an authentic, genuine one. They can be pricey based off of the condition, the age, the authenticity, all of that. So he's authentic. I mean, this is why I'm saying I can't believe they would light these up. So I guess they would put like candle or whatever. There's like the remnants of the wax and then obviously the burn marks, but this one lasted the test of time. And the fact that this thing has been around longer than my parents is just insane to me. Like, this is my grandpa age, you know? Like, my grandpa in his time probably had one as a kid. Like, how many of these were made and destroyed and like burned through and thrown away, and then the rest of them, how they lasted all these years. I don't know, that's just like the magic of vintage stuff to me. So anyways, I love that this one includes the wire handles, because a lot of them don't have them. So I love it, and he's in fairly good condition. Like, the back end of him is not as damaged, but the front definitely has the wear and tear on his nose, and his facial expression is just, I love it. He's just so good. I love it. I love everything about this. And I already found a spot for him. I put him up in between. I have like these little hanger things where I have my little mugs. So I have him in between to hang there, and it's just the perfect little decoration for the room until I do my Halloween setups later in the year. So love that. Had to show you guys my vintage paper mache pumpkin, my first one. I do hope to, to get more as time goes on. But like I said, they're pricey depending on the quality, the size, the authenticity, all of that. They can be pricey. I've seen them all above $100. I haven't seen anything less than. If you find one for less and it's authentic, you found a steal of a deal. But they're usually like in between $100 to $300 depending on the quality and all of that. So you got to hunt for it, but I've been hunting for him for a while. There was like a couple of them that I was like deciding between. But what really sold me on this one was the fact that he came with the handle. The other ones didn't have it. One of them had like a big hole on the side, and the fact that he's in very good condition. And I love the facial expression, and I just like that the mouth, like when you have something glowing inside, he's going to illuminate. He's going to look so cool. So that's kind of what sold me on it. He's not very big. He's kind of small. So I like that. I love it. So that is my little haul for you guys. I haven't done any Halloween hunting. I've been literally waiting for the antique stores to put out their Halloween, because as much as I want to go to some of the bigger stores to hunt Halloween, I really don't need anything new. Like, I really don't. I think the only thing that I would allow myself to buy right now is the Dracula bust from Home Goods, where he has the eyes that glow red. He's the one that I was looking for last year, but I couldn't find him. As for everything else, depending on what I feel drawn to, but I'm really trying to stay away from new stuff because I already have a large Halloween decor collection that I have to go through because I really want to minimize it. So if you are interested in like some of my stuff that I want to rehome, I'm going to be putting stuff up for sale throughout the next few months on my Mercari shop as I go through my decor that I have in storage, because I know that there are pieces that I just don't need, and I can move them on to make space. I just want my Halloween decoration collection to be more like smaller and sentimental, because I miss that energy when that's how it was when I would like do Halloween with my family. So I kind of want to bring back that essence. Obviously everything in here is in my office all the time. Like this stuff is not going to go anywhere, but the stuff, my Halloween decoration stuff, that stuff I need to go through it. I think, like I said, Home Goods Dracula head, maybe. I'm interested in looking at Bath and Body Works. I would love to get another pocket bag holder for the purse, you know, little things like that. The lotions for sure. And then what else? If Michaels brings out their vintage Halloween line collection, like their inspired vintage Halloween, then maybe I'll go crazy. But other than that, I don't plan to. Mainly, a lot of my energy is going to go towards antique hunting because I really, really, really want to see if I could find little trinkets from the 70s. Like 70s Halloween is probably like my most favorite. There's a couple little trinkets that I really want to get my hands on. So I want to find it in the wild. So I'm going to see how lucky I could get. And then there's just the thrill of going and like the peace that comes over me when I'm walking through the antique stores. Like it's just such a fun afternoon out. So if I get the courage to do some video footage, I will try to do that so we could have some fun videos of antique hunting. But I'm really like crossing my fingers to find some goodies. If I find more ghosts, like, you know, I will pick them up. Really would love to get another lantern. But we'll see. We'll see. There's so many possibilities. But anyways, my loves, that is today's video. Let me know, have you already started Halloween hunting? Did you add anything to your collection? What are you currently reading too? Like for me, I just finished Chlorine, which I really liked, and I haven't started anything new. I'm thinking about starting Murderland because I'm kind of wanting some kind of like slasher book. This is more of like a teeny bop slasher. But then I also kind of want to reread Carrie. So I think I'm going to do this one first because I've already read this, but for whatever reason, I've been really wanting to reread Carrie. So I might do that. That's what's going on in my world. I hope you guys are doing well. Take care. Love you guys. I will see you in my next video very, very soon. And until then, bye.